Hi everyone, Tracy here with Paper Closet Designs, and today I just want to do a little introduction about the M1 Ultra Xtool laser machine. Now for those of you who don't know me, I am the owner and designer of Paper Closet Designs. So I design SVG files for all types of machines, from paper cutters to flatbeds to laser printers or laser cutters. And so I was sent this machine, and I have really been impressed with everything that I have done so far. So today's video, I'm going to show you how to do this little wedding guest sign-in stand. So I'm going to come up here a little bit closer and you can see what it is. So it's a little stand, and I have not painted this. You could stain it or paint it if you would like. I've just left it with the wood, but it comes with slides. And so you can have the wedding guests sign one of the slides, and it has the date on it, and then you just have them put it on here. And the base has the bride and groom's name and then a little saying on the bottom. So I'm going to show you how to set this up and then how to add your own date and your own names in the design software. So let's go ahead and get started. To make this project, all you really need is a piece of the 30mm basswood. So I've got some 12 by 12 here, and you will need a dowel. The hole that is already cut out for it is 1/4 inch, so 0.25, but it's very easy to change it depending on your dowel. And mine's not very long, but if you were going to do one and have a lot of guests, you might do a little bit longer dowel. And then for my machine, all I'm using is I have the 10-watt laser cut, and it's already set up in here. And then I am using the crumb board or base, and you're just going to put your wood down in here. And then as we go along, we will mark it and get ready to cut it. It's also very beneficial if you'll use some of these clips, and I didn't pull these out. But if you have some of these clips, and you can hold that wood down, especially if it's not completely flat. So we'll go ahead and do that as well in a couple of spots. All right, so our wood is ready to go. Let's go ahead and go over to the software, and I will show you how to set this up and get it cut. The first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and open up the file, and you can find that in Design Find, and I will give you a link to it, and then you'll go ahead and open it up, and it will open into the software. So once you've opened it up into the software, the first thing you're going to do is come over here to User Defined Materials and click on that and select 3mm basswood. So we're going to click on that and confirm. Now, if this is grouped, you will want to ungroup it. Right now, mine is showing ungrouped, but just in case it comes in grouped, it would show over here, and you would have ungroup as an option, and you would want to do that. And the reason you want to ungroup it is so that you can work with the individual layers, one layer at a time. Over here in the left-hand corner is your layers panel, and there are 4 layers. All of my files come with this information on them, and what this is it will tell you what the layers, what they need to be set to cut at. So for this one, black is cut lines, red are score lines, blue are engraved lines, and green is optional, or in this case, you would just go ahead and delete it. So we're going to start with the blue. So I'm going to select the blue, and that is your hearts and the bride and groom's name, and they are supposed to be engraved. So we're going to click engrave, and then we need to change this bride and groom's name. So we're going to come over here to our text tool and click on the screen, and then we're going to go ahead and type in the bride and groom's name. Over on the right-hand side is our text panel, and if we click this drop down, that has all of the different fonts that we can use, and we can just scroll through them and find one that we want to use. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time. Let's find something quick. Let's do that one for now. Okay, and then we need to change the font size. So I'm going to hit the drop down, and I think I'm going to do 24. That looks about right. This is also going to be engraved. And now I can delete where it says bride and groom's name, and I can drag this up here to engrave, or excuse me, up here to the stand. Next, we need to change the date. So we want the red. Well, let me back up. While we're here, let's click on the blue tab, and on our Easy Set panel, let's make sure that everything is set to engrave, and it is. Okay, so now we're going to go to the red, and we are going to delete the month, date, and year, and we're going to type in a new month, date, and year. So I'm just going to do June 25th, 2025. Change the font. This time I know the font that I used was the String Bean Garden. And these are fonts that are on your computer, not part of the Xtools. We are going to bring that down. I think 20 looks about good, and we'll just bring that right up to underneath those hearts. Okay, let's click on the red and the Easy Set panel and make sure that they are at score, and they are. Then we are going to click on the black, which is the cut, and we're going to change it to cut. And those are the correct settings. So this is ready. Now I can select all of these green ones. We don't need to cut that out. That was just information, and go ahead and delete it. And you can hit delete on your keyboard or right click and delete. Now you can choose how many of these slides you want to make. So I'm going to select one slide, and I'm going to come over to my applications panel and click on grid array. You're going to get a pop-up window, and we're going to leave it at 2 columns, and we're going to do a row of 3 just for now. You probably will want more than that, but that's what I'm going to do for this demo. Okay, this is ready to go. So now what I need to do is I need to set my distance, and I need to set my marks. So where your red crosshair is, I don't know if you know this or not, I didn't the first little bit, is actually where the laser is pointing right now. I want it over here on my material. So I'm going to come to my machine, and I'm going to drag the laser head to about the middle of my material and click on this auto measure. And it's going to take it just a moment. It will measure the distance, and now it'll know exactly how deep to cut. Now we can mark it. So I'm going to hit mark, and then we're going to do rectangle and start marking. Now I will have a little bit of a video of what the machine's doing here in just a minute, but let me show you on the software what you're going to do. So you would come over to your machine, and you would drag your laser head, and you're going to put it in the top left-hand corner so that the crosshairs are in that top left-hand corner. And then we will hit the button on the machine. And now we need a second mark, so we're going to drag the laser head to the bottom right-hand corner and hit the button again. And then we can go to end marking and done. And now we can go to process. We need the breastplate or the base plate with the riser. The module is the laser head, and I'm using the 10 watt. And then we would just go ahead and hit start, and once it's cut out, I will show you how to assemble it. And now it's doing the cutting. So you can see that it's cut the inner circle on the base, and it's just finishing up the base at this point. And then it's going to go over and do the slides. Okay, once it's done, the machine will beep. It will, the the laser head will go back over into that top left corner, and it will shut itself down. Then we can just open the lid. I don't know if I can open the lid without bumping my camera. Let's see. I can remove these clips. And everything cut out so nice and neat. There's our slides. And there is our base. Okay, once everything is cut out, it is ready to assemble it. And it would almost be easiest to do this right at the reception hall, so you don't have to worry about your little dowel breaking, but we'll go ahead and do it right now. So you're going to take your dowel, this again is a 1/4 inch dowel, and you would glue it into your base. I'm just going to set it in there for right now. And then you can leave all of your tiles right out for people to sign. I just used a Sharpie marker. That worked really well, but you could use anything. And then as they fill them out, they will just go ahead and put them on the stand. And that is all there is to it. Very simple, very easy, a fun little project, perfect for any wedding reception or even a little gift. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you have questions or you want to see videos on something else, let me know. Hit subscribe down below so that you don't miss any of my videos, and have a great day.